Fine, I will never, I'll never come by again. I'll see you again. Unless you text me, because I can't call you. Adios.
Adios. Hasta luego. Okay, thank you so much. So, we're doing around the world in San Francisco, and we're doing all the cultures alphabetically. So we're at Netherlands. So this is okay. So the census of 1950 gives the San Francisco Bay Area 4,000 Americans of Dutch birth. Of these 2,000 reported Dutch as their mother tongue. So I guess the rest are just born into the language or and speak Dutch. Of these, among these must be included Dutch families or those of mixed Dutch-Indonesian stock who have come here recently from the uncertain life of the East Indies. So they're not necessarily from Europe, I guess. Some of them are from the East Indies, which, like other parts. Most Netherlanders are Protestant, but there are a few Catholic and Jewish families. Church. Christian Reformed Church, Alameda, 2914, Encinal Avenue. Organization, Holland Society, 454, Valencia Street. Christian Reformed Church. And then restaurant, Dutch Delicatessen, 199 Ellis Street. Next, we got Nicaraguan, and then which are under Latin American and Norwegian. The 1950 census enumerates 13,000 first and second generation Norwegians in the cities of the Bay region. Of these, 5,000 reported Norwegian as their native tongue. The largest number live in the general Scandinavian centers radiating from Market and Church Streets in San Francisco, in Northwest Oakland, and in Alameda. Norwegian Americans have their share of professional men, but by far the greatest number have to do with ships and the sea. There are great numbers of boat builders, ship carpenters, and electricians, crewmen, and officers on coastal vessels. Crewmen and officers. Okay, and then riggers in shipyards, naval architects, and office employees of steamship companies. Riggers in shipyards. Riggers, ships, carpenters, electricians, and then there's always a Norwegian ship in port, and the ties with the motherland are kept alive by the number of seamen. In Alameda, there are many retired sea captains. As if to emphasize the seafaring nature of the Norwegian Americans, there are a number of seamen's hotels and missions and beaches. And beached on the shore at the edge of Golden Gate Park is Edmonton's frail craft, the Goya the only ship to navigate the Northwest Passage, a gift to the city from the skipper, Captain Roald Amundsen. The chief Norwegian holiday is May 17, Independence Day. Norwegians are also celebrate Midsummer's Day with singing and dancing at their own park on top of Kings Mountain. Churches: San Francisco, Norwegian Lutheran, Dolores and 19th Street. Norwegian Seamen's Mission, 2454 Hyde Street. Alameda County, Trinity Lutheran, 650 Alma Avenue in Oakland. Central Lutheran, 215 Ridgeway Avenue in Oakland. Trinity Lutheran, Central Lutheran. Organization, San Francisco, Norwegian Club, 1900 South Street, Dover Hall, 3543 18th Street, Norwegian Seamen's Association, foot of Mission Street, Scandinavian Sailors Home, 128 Drum Street, Alameda County, Sons of Norway, 610 55th Street in Oakland, and Norway House, 3839 Piedmont Avenue in Oakland. And restaurant, Oslo Cafe, 220 Church Street. Next, we have Pautuni. San Francisco has the distinction of containing the only colony of Pashtun in the New World. These fiercely individual people came from the northwest corner of Pakistan along the Afghanistan border. Their mountainous homeland, smells like fish, has been incorporated into the new Pakistan state, but they have a little in common with Pakistani. Racially, they're akin to the Afghans, and their native speech is Pashto, and similar to Afghan and quite different from the official Urdu of the new Pakistan state. The name by which these people are known to the Western world is that of Pathan, an Indian corruption of their tribal name. Their only trait in common with the Pakistani is their Muslim religion, but independent and individualistic as they are, they keep to themselves even in matters of faith. Most of San Francisco's 200 Pashtun are peanut vendors and ice cream sellers who roam around the city from the beach to the parks or in front of schools. Others own or manage workers' hotels and rooming houses, hamburger stands, cheap pool rooms patronized by the poorest of the poor. And Pashtun are difficult to find as they frequent what Robert Louis Stevenson called shy neighborhoods. Okay, most live in the narrow alley south of Market, and there is a tiny but distinct colony in the vicinity of Fulton and Webster Street. For information about these least known of the city's ethnic groups, see Alex Taylor at the Tarleton Hotel on Larkin Street, 1048. Okay. I mean, I'm not too pro on separating culture with financial status, because I don't think the culture or where the person's, I don't know, that has nothing to do with their financial status. These are two separate things. So when they relate the culture to the financial status, is a little bit too much, too specific. Pakistani. So we can just say they do these jobs. These are the kinds of jobs they do. End of story. We don't need to go check on their bank account and say how much money they have, you know. I mean, that's a little bit too much. I'm sure there's a variety, regardless of, you know, there's always a variety of social, of financial status within a certain culture. Even though they generalize, I'm sure there's highs and lows as far as financial status. Maybe in general, percentage-wise, they may be more prone to one kind of job or one kind of class socially, but there's always variances, and I don't think it's good to just say that it's just so-and-so or so-and-so. And poor is not necessarily a bad thing. They always make it seem like poor is like, you know, like poor, okay, so what, you know? There's gonna be poor, and there's always gonna be variances in the social structure. We're not gonna have everyone be equal. It doesn't even make sense. If there's gonna be different jobs within a society and different niches, then there's going to be people with different amounts of money, you know, because each job comes with a different kind of financial flow. So, I mean, it doesn't make sense to say an ice cream seller is going to be a millionaire, because it doesn't even make sense. That's not the kind of money they're bringing in on a daily basis, or they're dealing with, you know. Anyway, next is Pakistani. No official statistics are available for the Pakistani resident. About 200 small merchants, rug importers, hotel keepers, students, and the consular staff make up the colony. There have been, however, about 1,000 Pakistani in California for nearly 50 years. There are farm laborers in Sacramento and San Joaquin valleys. Some are ranch owners, others employees, others itinerant laborers traveling from the cotton harvest in the Imperial Valley to north to the fruit packing in Fresno. Another group moves from the fruit and vegetable crops in the wind. So let's see. Another group moves from the fruit and vegetable crops in San Joaquin to rice crops further north. I guess this is supposed to be depicting a poster of some sort, obviously from the 50s, which is this book was made. Not sure what the meaning of it is, but yeah. The Muslim Association of America has headquarters at Sacramento. The aims of this society are to eradicate or to educate Pakistani Muslim boys in American universities, to promote public meetings and between Pakistani and Americans for friendly relations. There's a branch of this society in San Francisco at 870 Castro Street. So Pakistanis speak Punjabi or Pashto, although they are familiar with the Urdu language, the official speech of Pakistan. They are entirely Muslim and unite with other Muslims here to observe the month of Ramadan, during which faithful Muslims refrain from drinking, smoking, and bathing from daybreak to sundown. So faithful Muslims refrain from all these things during Ramadan. We're gonna take a pause, people. So my page is facebook.com, Yosallplay, YOSALLPLAY.